is Gordon Robertson. I'm Managing Director of Treasure Son Limited. We're based in Ludlow and we're at Pershore Abbey repairing the roof and some stonework. We do exactly this sort of project. We are what we call conservation builders. We work mostly on listed buildings, on churches, museums, scheduled monuments. We work at various other places very similar to this, and we carry out very sensitive repairs, particularly stonework and carpentry. The project is quite difficult, physically very difficult, because we have to get very large sections of timbers into that roof to replace the existing timbers. So there is a physical problem there of actually lifting the timber up and getting it in. Plus also you don't want anything to collapse while you're doing it. It was identified that there was water ingress in the church itself, and then when the architect came up they found that there was rot in the timbers which are behind me. That is due to faulty lead details. So that obviously the lead work had to be replaced, and if you have to replace the lead work, then the rotten timbers below need to also be replaced. You have to first of all get a scaffold up, because you can't see it from any other place or any other means to stand here and actually see what it is, and then you gradually strip off the tiles, the lead work, and work it down to its basic essentials so you can actually see the full extent of the problem. When the architect has done an examination prior to it, he couldn't get right into the bottom of the eaves because it's physically impossible. And we couldn't strip anything off because there was no scaffold here to do so. So once you do that, then you review exactly what you've got to do. Everybody agrees what's got to be done. They order the timber and do it. We identified all the timbers that need replacing. Unfortunately, the main beam is over 6 metres long, which is a bit longer than we expected, but we've had to order that in specially because it's not a normal length you would get in this particular size of timber, which we've now got. We've got that here, so we've stripped the tiles off to take the weight off everything so that nothing needs to be propped again, as we've said. And then you simply start cutting the rafters off the main beam, insert the main beam, and then refix the rafters back onto it. So it's a fairly simple process, and you literally follow what was done in the first place and don't alter anything you don't have to. It is all to do with money, isn't it? Because very often these places have to have additional funding because the place itself certainly doesn't have the money to do that. And without Heritage Lottery funding, a lot of these places would simply disappear through lack of maintenance. It is a very expensive process doing a very simple repair. And if it wasn't funded from elsewhere, it wouldn't happen, and the rot would continue, and then eventually you'd have a derelict building. So it is extremely important, the funding. It actually makes me very proud that I'm dealing with those and actually keeping those buildings. You get as a builder, very often you don't get any sense of achievement, but when you do something like this, you get a huge sense of achievement, and you get a feeling for the building that, it gives you pleasure. It's where you get your kicks from, isn't it? When you finish it and you think it's still going to be there. When I'm well gone, what we did is still going to be there.